Hello guys and welcome back. Today I'm explaining the Borderlands timeline from all the games in the franchise, including Tales from the Borderlands. By far my most asked question is about the pre-sequel, and I was surprised at how many people didn't know how the game fits into the universe chronologically. Alright, so here's my too long didn't watch. The order of the games is Borderlands 1, events and gameplay from Borderlands the pre-sequel, Borderlands 2, Tales from the Borderlands episodes 1 through 3, and then the interrogation scenes / non-flashback perspective of the pre-sequel, and Tales from the Borderlands episodes 4 through 5. So I'm also breaking down 2 timelines. Let's get right into that. Alright, so first we are breaking down the, quote, Ultimate Borderlands timeline, which was made by Gearbox and posted to the Borderlands the Game website, where they also proved the order of the Borderlands games. So on the website they say, quote, we've talked a lot about how Borderlands the pre-sequel sits between Borderlands and Borderlands 2. Technically the pre-sequel takes place after Borderlands 2 and is told via flashbacks. You got that all? Cool. Alright, so they prove it. Gearbox says the cinematics and when Athena's captured, that is all after Borderlands 2. You guys can stop fighting in the comments. You guys can stop quoting me and telling me I'm wrong. So when I talk about the pre-sequel being after Borderlands 2, no, I'm talking about the cinematics and not the actual game. I know it's called the pre-sequel because it's a sequel to Borderlands 1 and a prequel to Borderlands 2, but the cinematics are not. So with that, we're going to break down this timeline. So the Ultimate Borderlands timeline, spoiler alert. Before it all started, Jack joins Hyperion Corporation as a programmer. He has a siren daughter named Angel and uses her power to spy on Pandora, where there might be a functional vault hidden somewhere. If the vault opens, a valuable element known as iridium will forever flourish across Pandora's surface. Claptrap is annoying. Nisha gets bored of being a bandit on Pandora and starts killing bandits for fun and profit. Jack uses Angel to manipulate 4 vault hunters into finding the vault, opening it, and drenching the planet in iridium. Claptrap spends most of the game standing next to a frickin' bounty board. And then came Borderlands 1. Lilith, Roland, Brick, and Mordecai open the first vault on Pandora. Athena leaves the Crimson Lands and goes on to raid the Atlas Company. Jack convinces the Hyperion board to build the Helios station around Pandora's moon Elpis. He champions the idea of laying claim to Pandora in order to find more vaults and get rich off the iridium. Jack tries to turn Claptrap into a badass vault hunter. He succeeds, kind of. Moxie dates Jack for a while, then breaks up with him because he's creepy. But now there's Borderlands the pre-sequel. Jack hires 4 vault hunters to help him find a second vault on Elpis. He gets caught up in a larger nefarious plot by Lost Legion commander Zarpedon and fights alongside Athena and Wilhelm to save Elpis. Claptrap is ordered by Jack to do everything he says, including hunting for a vault on Elpis. Lilith and Roland head to Elpis for an almost romantic getaway. Jack becomes CEO of the Hyperion Corporation via blackmail and murder. He does a lot of shady things in order to fully take over Pandora, and then mines the hell out of its precious minerals. Jack kills every other Claptrap unit in existence and rips out Claptrap's combat / stair climbing subroutines. Nisha helps Jack raise New Haven to the ground and has lots of sex with him. Jack kills Roland. Sometime after Borderlands 2, Claptrap helps the Vault Hunters avoid death at the hands of Jack, while Wilhelm realizes he may have gone too far in turning himself into a cyborg. Jack nearly kills the anti-Hyperion resistance on Pandora and awakens the Warrior, an ancient Iridium Vault weapon. At the end, he was killed, but his memory lives on through a clone. Briefly. Jack is still dead, but there's more to come in Tales from the Borderlands. So that summed up just the whole story for a lot of people, just a refresher, and just also a really cool graphic, and I think they did a really good job. I do have one more timeline to break down. This one was made by a community user. The user is Shugli. Link to the original picture and post will be in the description down below. So this is just Athena's timeline. Trained as an assassin since childhood for the Atlas Crimson Lance. Then the original Vault Hunters arrive in Firestone. Commandant Steele dies, thus Nox lands on Pandora. Code 64 on a village on Pandora, kills her sister by mistake and turns rogue. Captured, imprisoned, later freed by the Vault Hunters. She's responsible for the destruction of the armory and demise of General Nox with the help of the Vault Hunters, and Nox is also killed. In the event of Borderlands the pre-sequel, she is hired by Jack for a mission. She meets Janie Springs on Elpis, and she completes that mission at the end of the pre-sequel. She leaves Elpis with Janie Springs to go to Pandora. They set home on Hollow Point. And then during the Claptastic Voyage mission, needing money for their rent, she completes a last mission for Jack on Helios. In the event of Borderlands 2, Jack is killed. Then there's Tales from the Borderlands. In Atlas Mugged, she chases 2 grifters to make money as a bounty hunter, though she's supposed to have retired. Chase has to be interrupted because of special circumstances, which you can learn about if you want to play the game. And then in the Catch a Ride mission, which is episode 3, she encounters with Brick and Mordecai. She is then captured, which is shown later in the events of the pre-sequel in the cinematic. She's about to be executed by the firing squad by order of Lilith, only to be saved the last minute by a curious watcher. And at the end, we see she's freed and joining the Vault Hunters in Sanctuary. She then tells the story again to Tiny Tina and Brick, then yet another time to Gage and Axton during the Holodome DLC. Alright, so those are 2 timelines broken down. I broke down the official timeline from Gearbox. This is just a fan-made timeline, but all the information is real. And like, comment, subscribe. Thank you guys so much for watching. Hopefully this clears the air and explains to you guys a little bit on how the Borderlands timeline works. Thank you guys so much, and see you guys in the next one.